good evening, everyone. I just wanted to pop on here and just basically tell you what I remember from a product that I used in the 90s. Now, I don't know if any of you are familiar with it or you remember it or anything, but I've been watching Fairly Average Mum, by the way, so this has come from this. And she does a lot of unboxings of subscription boxes and stuff, and a lot of products she pulled out were self-tanning stuff, which got me thinking. In the 90s, a product got released called Gradual Tan, and it was like a moisturising cream which you just rubbed into your body, like a moisturising sort of lotion more so, but it had like a tanning agent into it, and I cottoned onto this. I was around early 20s or something, and I thought I'd give it a try. Avon, I think, started the product. I'm not sure, but I think Avon started selling it. And so I purchased the Light 2. This picture, by the way, seems to be going a bit grey. I'm not sure what's going on. You know this stripy wallpaper? I think it throws the camera out, you know. Anyway, so I purchased the Avon one in light to medium, and I couldn't wait to give it a go, because I know tans are gradual over a period of hours. So I think maybe this was sort of a start to what we get today. I'm not sure, but you can still buy these products, so I'm not really sure really. Anyway, so I got the product and I slapped it all on and everything. The product, I think, did recommend you actually exfoliate, but I never bothered, because, you know, I didn't think I needed to do that step. And so I was just really excited, and it says it develops within 2 to 6 hours or something. So I put this stuff on, and then it tells you to wash your hands thoroughly, because the product, once it develops, you know, you can get brown palms, you know, and you don't want that. So I was very excited to see this develop. Waited a couple of hours and nothing was happening. And of course you had to rub it in properly, and you didn't know whether you were going to be streak free or not. You really didn't. And so yeah, I rubbed this product in and waited a couple of hours, and nothing seemed to be going, you know, browner, and that didn't seem to notice tan or anything. And so I carried on and waited, and I think it was about on the 6 hour mark I could see like a golden colour, but it wasn't dark enough for me. It was very, very light. So I went, okay. So I thought I'll put some more on. So I did. I put some more on, and the colour was just the same. It didn't really develop and go any deeper or anything. So I purchased another one from Avon in, if I can find a product from the 90s, I'm going to pop a picture here. I purchased another one from Avon, but in medium to dark. Yeah, I think they did light to medium, medium to dark, and I got the medium to dark. And so I popped that on, and this time it did seem to give me the colour I was aiming for. Possibly orange, but at the time I didn't think it was orange. I thought it was nice and golden brown. In fact, I think it was at the start. You know, carry on waiting. It gets better, honestly. So I wanted to go out the next night and have this golden tan on my arms, you know, because I only did my arms and probably here if I got a lower cut top on, but mostly the tops were a bit higher up, so it didn't matter. And I had my makeup on, because back then I didn't wear the right shade of foundation for quite some time, so often it was quite too dark. So I popped this stuff on the night before, and for good measure, the next morning I popped some more on. So later on I thought, oh lovely, you've got a nice golden tan. I'm all nice and golden and look like I've been to the beach in some foreign country. So I thought I was the bee's knees going out that night. And later on in the evening, I looked down at my arms and I just thought, oh my goodness, what the heck. Not only was I streaky, I had lots of streaks. It had also clung to my elbows, so that was a lot darker and patchy. And to top it off, I was going a shade of orange. I looked like I'd been tangoed. So, or if you're familiar with David Dickinson, the more tan he had on, the more oranger he got. Look him up if you're not familiar. Oh my goodness, he went so orange. It was mahogany. So, it just looked horrendous. Oh, it looked terrible. So, I wasn't too pleased. I popped on my little jacket because I didn't want anyone to see this horrendous mess I've just noticed, and carried on with the evening. But did it stop me getting another one? No, because I think Dove released one, and also Nivea, I think, and some cheaper branded ones were coming out as well. And so I went and got a Dove one. I thought, oh, it's got to be better, it's Dove, you know, maybe it's better. Not that Avon products are bad, because they're really not. So I used a Dove one and the same thing happened. So I thought, what's going on? What's wrong? Exfoliate, you know. I think I did eventually twig that I needed to exfoliate my skin. Read the back of the packaging and realise that that step is required. So I did do that, I remember. But unfortunately for me, tanning and me do not go. Once I forgot to wash my hands thoroughly, so I ended up with brown hands, which was fun, or orange. And the more I used it, the more progressively orange I seemed to look, and streaky. It never really rubbed in properly. It never really went streak free, no matter what you did. So exfoliating the skin didn't really do anything, because you couldn't really tell if you was rubbing in the product. I am so sorry, spitting everywhere. And these patches here, I mean, I've got this going on at the minute. I look like my elbows are ancient. So, anything like this that's a bit dry and all that, and the skin tone's a bit different, it will cling to, just like tanning products now. And so, yeah, it didn't go well at all. And I stuck this product out for a good while. I think the bottles are nearly used up, and I just went, this is not working. You know, finally realised it wasn't working. Penny dropped. Did it stop me? Because you didn't have those tanning mitts then either. I'm pretty sure we didn't. So I decided, because you didn't have to wash this off either. You know, in the morning with tanning products, you have to wash your skin and that. You have to get in the shower and stuff the next day or something. I don't know why. I don't want to know why, because I'm not going to use tanning products. Because this is how bad it was with this cream, and I can't be trusted. So, so I ended up just going into town, and I bought another one. I bought a cheaper one, and I think that was about £1 for a bucket full. It wasn't. It was probably about 400ml bottle, but it was very, very cheap. We have a shop here, I'm not sure if it still exists, called Body Care. We've got a shopping centre called the High Cross, and it's in there, and I've not been in there for years, and I quite like that store, but I'm not sure what it's like now. But yeah, I bought it in there, and that place used to be called Shires once, and then changed it and all of that. I think it's had 3 names in its time. So yeah, I bought the cheap one, thinking this might work better. Maybe I need a cheap one. No, no different, no bad streaks, looking orange, looking like I've been tangoed. Eventually, because it was so bad, it was so streaky, it just looked like I got pinstripes all down my arm, honestly. Oh, I was dirty and didn't wash, and just looked really grubby. It was horrible. It really was really bad. And I stuck with this stuff for far longer than I should have done. And now I realise in my life that I do not need fake tanning products, and it will never work out. There's no point. I am pasty white. I am one shade away from Ghost, and that is how it's going to be. So anyway, I don't tan naturally anyway because I go red as a beetroot. So because I burn in the sun, and that's painful, and you shouldn't do that anyway. And I don't get a lot of sun as it is, because one, we live in the UK where you know what it's like. We get 2 weeks of hot sun, and that's our summer. I wear sunscreen anyway if I did go out in it, but I don't tend to. I don't like the heat. So if I did go out in it and I got burnt, because I always say going red with the sun is sunburn. It's not the sun has caught you. Well, it's the sun's caught you obviously, but not in a good way. So yeah, basically if I get sunburnt, I am red. So I look like a pillar box, which is our mailboxes here, if you're not familiar. They're all red, you see. Or a lobster, which is not the look I'm going for. So anyway, yeah, so eventually I gave up that idea. I didn't bother anymore with that product. I gave it up. And I'm pretty sure it's still available today. Pretty damn sure it is. So, because the thumbnail's got some pictures of some of the products, and it looks like they are the modern ones, ones you get now rather than in the 90s, because I couldn't find a picture for that. Anyway, so I thought I'd just pop on here and tell you about that experience I had with self-tanning, and the reason why I will never use self-tanning products. I don't trust myself with them. I'm no good at it. So anyway, I'm going to go. I will see you again very soon. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.